Hey everyone, welcome back to the Need Feed, where every week I'll help you step up your cooking skills at home with original recipes and techniques.
I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest.
This week, I want to show you one of my favorite comfort foods. It's a super easy pesto grilled cheese. It's really satisfying comfort food, and it's delicious with pretty much any kind of soup. Before we jump into the kitchen, I just wanted to take a moment and thank everyone for watching the videos. It's been a really creative and fun way for me to share the recipes with you. If you enjoy them, please leave us a like and consider subscribing to the channel. First, I'll show you how to make a quick pesto. I have 3 ounces of fresh basil here that I'm going to pick off all the leaves of. Next, I'll zest and juice 1 lemon. The lemon makes this pesto really bright and citrusy. In a blender or food processor, we're going to combine all the ingredients together. First, start with the basil, 3 cloves of fresh garlic. Pesto is traditionally made with pine nuts, but today I'm going to use toasted pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. You could also use any kind of nut. I'm also adding 2 ounces of fresh spinach. This will bulk up the pesto and also give it a nice bright green color. Add the juice and zest of the lemon we squeezed earlier, a heavy pinch of kosher salt, and some cracked black pepper. Finally, I'm adding a neutral oil, like a vegetable oil or a canola oil. I'm adding about a 1/4 cup to start, and then adding more as needed. Now, I'm blending it all together, pushing down the fresh spinach and basil until it blends evenly. Add more oil a little bit at a time until the pesto is really smooth. Today I have a rustic sourdough loaf that I'm going to use for the grilled cheese, but you could also pick your favorite type of bread for the grilled cheese. I'm slicing the loaf into about 1/2-inch pieces. You want the slices to be thick, but not so thick that the cheese doesn't melt. Next, I'll simply grate this beautiful smoked cheddar that I got at the store. An aged cheddar also goes really well with this. Or pick a couple of your favorites. You really can't go wrong with cheese. I'm also going to grate up some Gruyere cheese to combine with the smoked cheddar. Gruyere is pretty similar to Swiss cheese, and it'll mix really well with the smoked cheddar. Mix the 2 cheeses together, or if you're just using one, transfer it to a large bowl. Some cracked black pepper, a heavy pinch of kosher salt. Add 2 to 3 ounces of pesto, depending on how much you like pesto. Make sure the cheese is evenly coated in pesto and starts to stick together as you mix it. Now I'll coat both sides of the bread with melted brown butter. Place a healthy stack of the cheese mixture in the middle of the bread and top it with the other piece. In a pan over low to medium heat, I'm adding enough vegetable oil to lightly coat the bottom of the pan. Then add a tablespoon of butter and let it melt in the pan. The vegetable oil will help the butter from burning because it has a higher smoke point temperature. Once it's melted, add the grilled cheese. Press it down with your hand or a spatula. This will help it brown more evenly and get the cheese closer to the heat on the bottom of the pan. Once the bread starts to brown on one side, flip it over and press it down again. Brown the other side and then keep flipping it every minute or two until all the cheese is melted. If it gets too dark without the cheese being melted, you can always pull it off and throw it in the oven for a few minutes. It should look something like this when it's done. Yum. How good does that look? And now this is my favorite part. The sound, the smell, and the texture as you cut through it. Thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know how yours turned out. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. We'll be back next week with another recipe. Stay tuned.